How to read Chinese candlesticks. Now, a quick run through on how to read Chinese candlesticks. They're one of the most common bars you'll see on a stock chart, but what does it all mean? It's very simple, plain terms. So here I have Nike, ticker symbol NKA, NKA, NKE. And by looking at these bars, as you can see here, you have some green bars, you got some red bars, you have some with like little hairs sticking out of them. Um, it varies throughout this whole chart. So here I'm on a daily chart. Every candle, depending on which time frame you're on, represents a duration of time. So right now we're on a daily chart, meaning every single candle represents a day of movement in the past year. So let's just start with this red candle here. I want you to pay close attention to this bar here, and that will show you which date that each bar represents. So on this red candle here, this was December 13th, 2022. On this green candle here, that was November 11th, 2022. So as I mentioned here, each bar that you see here represents a day of price movement or price action. Now this here is the candle body. Then you have the candle wicks. For green or bullish candles, the opening price starts from the bottom and then the closing price closes at the top. Now as you can see, on the bottom, it says lower wick shadow. The bottom is the lowest the price went during the entire day. So the lowest it went during the entire day, and then it pushed back up. And vice versa for the top wick being the highest point or the highest that stock went that day, the highest price it went that day, and then it pushed back down. So vice versa with also a bearish candle, which is the red candle on your right hand side. It opened at the top, went down, and that's the closing price at the bottom. And on the bottom of that wick will be the lowest that price went that day, and the top wick or the upper wick is the highest the price went that day. So with the green or blue candle in this case, usually it opens at the bottom, closes at the top, and with the bearish candle, it closes at the bottom and opens at the top. Now I'm going to show you the same example on Thinkorswim. Now let's go back to that column that I showed you, where it shows you the date. Now as you're also going to see, it's going to show you O being the opening price, the highest it went, the lowest it went, and the closing price as well. So it makes it a lot easier for you to actually know these figures on your end, opposed to trying to figure it out on your own. But you do have everything written out for you in that column. Picking up right where we left off, we're still looking at the same ticker symbol with Nike. Now I'm on a 2-minute chart, meaning every bar represents 2 minutes of price or price action. So we're going to look at the first bar, which opened at 9:30 at market open. We have a bearish candle. The stock opened at 103. It went the highest at 103.05. The lowest the price went within that 2-minute bar is 102.28 and pushed up and closed at 102.61. Hope I'm not losing you guys here. Let's do it again with the next bearish candle. Same thing. This is 2 minutes of price action. So now this is 9:32. The stock opened at 102.57, pushed as high as 102.70, came as low as 102.05, and closed at 102.12. Now, it's a different scenario with the green chart, or green bar, excuse me. Same exact thing, but vice versa. Now, the stock price opened at the bottom here of the body at 102.11. It went as low as 102.05, went as high at a certain point during that 2-minute time period at 102.39, but then it didn't hold and dropped all the way back down and closed at 102.15. So it was bullish. It looked like it was going to hold. By the time that 2-minute candle was getting ready to close, the price dropped back down and closed at 102.14. Same thing with the next one. So open 102.14, pushed as high as 102.41, went as low as 102.12, and closed at 102.37. Fairly simple, guys. Hopefully this all makes sense to you. If not, just go back and rewatch the video. Bearish candles, bullish candles. So as you can see, bulls are green, red are bear, and that's where you have your bears versus the bulls in the stock market. So you have people that are buying and pushing the stock price up, while others are selling and pushing the stock price down. So that's how you read those Chinese candlesticks, guys. Now, one that you're going to see quite often as well is a doji. Now, you see this one weird looking one? Not red, not green, just very strange and sticks out. That's known as a doji candle. How you read this one is same exact scenario. It opened at 102.94. It pushed as high as 103.07, came back down, but it closed at the same exact price they opened at 102.94. So nothing happened. So during that time period of time it opened and it did its price action going up and down, it came back and closed at that same exact level that it opened. And vice versa with a bearish one as well. It raised the same exact way. It opened and closed at the same exact price. But it does move up and down, but the open and the close will be the same exact price. This one right here, doji candles. Hopefully everything made sense to you. I'll see you in the next video.